Every time he throws.
Like this. And that's that leg.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on?
Is it his AC?
He steps. Now watch his right leg. Stepped on it and right there.
Oh, yep. Yep,
Blows
you can
his
see
knee
it.
out, tries to throw it again, and it buckles and gives out. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. Look, it gives out again.
You saying? What's happened? Oh my God, McGregor's done already? Well, he's finished. The new boy is in town. The main man's here. Know what I mean? I can become the face of the organisation now. But, yeah. Great. What a performance from me. Don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but what a performance.
I'd like to talk to him, unfortunately. Hey, guys, let's give it up for Conor McGregor, guys. What an absolute animal. When we was in here, he kept trying to say, I was trying to come and fight, and he kept not having to fight off. Hey, but you guys are lucky, because there's going to be a Holloway push to carry the tree now. Let's get to the fucking money, boys. I understand it.
Actually been the game plan. I mean, it might have been the game plan to just charge out. And look, he threw the kick with the broken leg, right? He's got this titanium rod through the center of his tibia.
I was expecting at least a one-round war, or, you know, who knew what Conor was capable of as far as cardio or whatever else after a 5-year layoff. And well, there you go. I mean, we're assuming blown ACL. I'm no doctor, but that's what I figured when I saw it. And
after years of anticipation, Conor McGregor's return to the UFC has taken a heartbreaking turn. During his bout with Max Holloway, he suffered a severe ACL injury, leaving many fans wondering if they have seen the last of the notorious inside the octagon. Could this be the closing chapter for one of the biggest stars the sport has ever produced? In the aftermath of a stunning result at UFC 329, respected voices from the MMA world, including Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, and others, gave their candid assessments of what happened. They analyzed the injury, reviewed the fight itself, and discussed the difficult questions now surrounding McGregor's future. Was this simply the end of a comeback attempt, or the moment that brought a legendary fighting career to its conclusion?
Snaps his foot and he winces in pain. Fuck! I fucking hate my life! This is one fucking escape I get, and it's shit! And McGregor's just limping around like my fucking man! Fuck!
As the crowd tried to come to terms with the shocking finish, attention quickly turned to Max Holloway. Although he had secured the victory, the emotional ending left little reason for a traditional celebration. Speaking after the fight, Holloway revealed that he was frustrated the contest came to such an abrupt conclusion following months of preparation. Rather than focusing on the win, he made it clear that he wants the matchup to happen again, calling for a rematch so he and Conor McGregor can deliver the fight fans had been waiting to witness.
It just led to that. Well, it might have actually been the game plan. I mean, it might have been the game plan to just charge out. And look, he threw the kick with the broken leg, right? He's got this titanium rod through the center of his tibia. That's the kick he threw, maybe to prove that he can still kick with that leg. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why he did it that way. No one will know. Only Conor knows. It's just, we're all just, well, really seemed like he was back for the right reasons for legacy. And now potentially there will be another build or not. We shall see. All right.
The shocking ending left the entire MMA community in disbelief. And MMA Guru's live reaction reflected exactly what so many fans were feeling. As Conor McGregor suffered a devastating injury, the excitement surrounding his long-awaited return instantly turned into frustration and shock. After months of anticipation, the main event came to an abrupt finish within moments, raising serious doubts about whether McGregor can recover and compete at the highest level again. Here's how MMA Guru reacted in the heat of the moment.
And there was a camp at 170. There was a lot of things going on. It lasted a few seconds. Tell me about those couple of seconds and what your takeaway from them is.
I had him weak in the knees. What can I say? You know, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. We got to do a third. Hopefully his injury is not too crazy. I know he was saying that they wanted him back in April. I can do that. That'd be fun. I want to actually feel what this 170 weight cracking and power that he says he has. So maybe we can do it back. Right now, I'm just praying for the guy. You know, all jokes aside, as a human being, even when I was in there, you could see me telling the ref, bro, this guy is done. Just let it go. And the referee was telling me, bro, thank you for pushing me because it was a hard spot. He had a hard feeling. And Conor's crazy. Conor's like, fight. I was like, you're fucking crazy, bro.
Oh, he was yelling at you from the bottom?
For the first one, when he first fell down, he was like, fight, I'm good. And we went down the second time. I could just tell, like, his whole demeanor changed. I was like, bro, this called his fight, you know?
Max, that's why you are so beloved in this sport.
As discussions about Conor McGregor's serious knee injury continued, Joe Rogan turned attention to another key talking point: McGregor's strategy going into the fight. Rogan questioned whether the aggressive start was part of a deliberate plan, suggesting Conor may have wanted to show that his surgically repaired leg was still capable of delivering powerful kicks. At the same time, he acknowledged that only McGregor truly knows what he intended to do. After the fight, Max Holloway also shared his perspective on the injury, explaining what he witnessed inside the octagon during those chaotic final moments.
I think we're all trying to process everything. I guess, can we get your immediate thoughts? It felt like, honestly, one of the best fight cards of all time, and then we get to this weird main event ending. So I guess your immediate thoughts as you sit there right now.
Yeah, listen, everybody who knows anything about the fight business, and it's been a big topic of discussion leading up to this fight. 5 years off in this sport is rough. And like you said, great card, unbelievable. I mean, the Paddy Pimblett thing right before, you just feel it all in the air. Here we go. I mean, I was expecting at least a one-round war, or, you know, who knew what Conor was capable of as far as cardio or whatever else after a 5-year layoff. And, well, there you go. I mean, we're assuming blown ACL. I'm no doctor, but that's what I figured when I saw it, and doctors think the same thing too.
I was going to ask you, have you had a chance to talk to Conor? It sounds like you've talked to the medical team. Have you talked to Conor? Do we know exactly the extent of what happened?
I haven't. Is he coming out here? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he left the arena, right?
Then the answer is no. We'll find out when he gets an MRI.
Max said right away, like, hey, man, well, now we got to set this thing up for a trilogy, right? I mean, is there any desire from that, from your point? I mean, you know promoting better than anyone. Like, does that even make sense to do a trilogy right now? Or the way that ended, do you have to go a different direction?
I don't even know. I don't know. You know, you got to take some time. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't like talking about making fights the night of the fight. But
after the event, Max Holloway admitted the emotional ending was far from the fight he had prepared for. Although he walked away with the win, he said it brought little satisfaction because neither fighter had the opportunity to truly prove themselves. Holloway expressed sincere concern for Conor McGregor, explaining that his first thought was hoping the injury was not as serious as it appeared. He also revealed that he realized something was wrong almost immediately inside the octagon and even signaled for the referee to step in. Even with the unfortunate outcome, Holloway made his intentions clear. He still wants to complete the trilogy, believing the fight fans expected has yet to happen.
For Conor McGregor coming back after all this time, 5 years away from the sport, after breaking his leg, was at an all-time high, okay? But we know what happened. If you're watching this right now, you know what happened. You know what happened. He went out there, he threw a jumping, flying kick, blew his knee out. They said probably his ACL. Who knows? Maybe a meniscus. Maybe his ACL. Maybe his PCL. That's what I did when I was training with George St. Pierre back in the day in 2005. I blew out my PCL. That's why I got a knee replacement. What I'm saying is that this sport is very, very unforgiving. Okay? And Conor McGregor came back after 5 years and the appetite was there. The thirst was there. And I'm sure the hunger was there on the side of Conor McGregor. But it took about 15 seconds. 15 seconds is all it took. He ran out there, he jumped in the air, he flew a flying kick, which was unadvisable. It was. because the man's almost 40 years old, and then he blew his knee out. And Max Holloway knew straight away. And fair play to Max Holloway, right? He was even telling the referee, going, yo, there's something not right here. There's something not right, okay?
After an unforgettable UFC event ended on a heartbreaking note, all eyes turned to Dana White for answers. Speaking shortly after the fight, the UFC president addressed the injury that brought Conor McGregor's long-awaited return to an abrupt end. As speculation spread about a possible ACL tear and whether a trilogy with Max Holloway could still happen, White made it clear that no decisions would be made until McGregor completed further medical evaluations. According to him, the results of Conor's MRI and the full diagnosis would ultimately determine the next step in the former champion's career.
I mean, that's not it. What it is that you just tried a crazy move. He tried a crazy move. He tried a jumping roundhouse kick. And when you're in that position, when you throw that jumping roundhouse kick, if you don't land in a good way with the supporting leg, you put so much pressure on that knee. The way he landed, he threw the kick, he jumped up, he threw it, and he landed with his knee, the worst position. Well, Joe, it's like when we throw a kick, right? We do step off. You step off. You don't jump through the air and then land in the step off position as if opening your hip to throw a kick. It's like watch this. That is just a crazy amount of torque. Well, watch, look how his foot turns sideways. It pops right there. He's blew his ACL. I mean, look at him off to the side. You can see it shift. You can see his leg shift. He blew his ACL out with the very first movement he did. I mean, look, it sucks, but it's just, you don't do that. Yeah. And especially because Max was moving, so he's adjusting. So as he's throwing the kick in the air,
Michael Bisping reflected on the enormous excitement surrounding Conor McGregor's return after 5 years away from the octagon, noting that expectations had never been higher. Instead of the dramatic comeback fans had imagined, the fight came to a sudden end in under 15 seconds after McGregor suffered a serious knee injury. Looking back on the heartbreaking moment, Bisping spoke about how unpredictable and unforgiving MMA can be, while also commending Max Holloway for quickly realizing something was wrong and signaling to the referee that the action should be stopped.